Have you ever contemplated the true value of time, the worth of each moment in your life? Just like a sandalwood tree, each moment is priceless, filled with potential and rich with opportunity. Today, we delve into a story that illustrates this beautifully, the tale of a humble woodcutter and a king. In the distant past lived a poor woodcutter. His daily routine was simple. He would cut down trees from the forest, turn them into charcoal, and sell them at the village market. One day, the king of the land, lost during a hunting expedition, found himself in the woodcutter's village. Stranded from his soldiers and with his clothes dirty and torn from days spent wandering in the wilderness, he was unrecognizable as a monarch. The woodcutter, not recognizing the king but being a kind soul, offered him food and shelter. And the grateful king revealed his identity and, pleased with the woodcutter's hospitality, gifted him a forest of sandalwood trees. Years later, the king revisited the village and came across the woodcutter again. The king had forgotten his past generosity, but the woodcutter, filled with joy, went to meet him. He thanked the king for his gift, explaining how he no longer needed to request permission to cut trees or wander aimlessly. He chopped the sandalwood trees, turned them into charcoal, and sold them to sustain his life. The king was surprised at the woodcutter's continued poverty, despite possessing such a valuable resource. The king's minister, equally astonished, exclaimed, "You've been turning such precious wood into charcoal? This wood is so valuable that even if you sold it as is, you would be one of the wealthiest merchants in the country." Hearing this, the woodcutter was devastated, regretting the years he spent in poverty despite possessing such a valuable asset. However, the king comforted him, saying, "Forget what's past. Recognize the value of the few remaining sandalwood trees, and use them to make the rest of your life prosperous." Friends, just like the sandalwood trees, every day of our life is priceless. When we waste it in laziness or work without a plan, we are essentially turning it into charcoal and selling it. The moment we recognize the true value of time, understanding how much can be achieved with planned effort, our journey towards prosperity begins. So remember the story of the woodcutter and the king. Don't turn your sandalwood days into charcoal. Make the most of your time and you'll discover the true wealth of life.